just emailed the broker and told him my truck won't start. It's like, I got up at 2 o'clock this morning. I got up at like 2 o'clock. I don't have an APU or anything. I just crank the truck, let it idle. I'll let it run until it gets so hot that I'm almost sweating, and then I'll shut it off. So I'd had the truck shut off for 4 hours, 5 hours or something like that, while I was sleeping. And so then it eventually gets too cold because, I mean, it was like 10 degrees here all day yesterday. It was kind of weird. There has to be a warm front coming through because it was 10 degrees yesterday. I think the high was in the 20s yesterday on Saturday or Sunday. And then today it's warming up throughout the night. I mean, it's still like 22 degrees outside, somewhere between 22 and 24 degrees, but it didn't get any colder throughout the night. But I've got an issue. My batteries are good. My fuel's all good. It's just my ignition switch is done. I heard it make my keys in there. It's not. Normally it doesn't sound normal. It's just like nothing's happening inside there. I still hadn't heard back from that. It's supposedly a 24/7 number. So thankfully this part of the dash only is held on by these four little screws. So you can kind of do them by hand. My hands weren't so cold. I've already got 2 of them loose. I just got these 2 more on the bottom. Oh, I guess there's 5. There's 1 more back there. I contacted the broker. I contacted the on-site contact and just let them know what's going on. The on-site contact, he said don't stress about it, we'll get it figured out. So I've never been late on a load before though. I've never been late on a load that I delivered. With a different truck I was in, a DD15 on a Freightliner, the engine destroyed itself. It was like completely catastrophic failure. And I wasn't late on that load because I didn't deliver the load. I was pulling a Landstar drive-in, and so they just sent another truck to pick it up. This one of the reasons why semi-truck repairs cost more is not because not because it's a more difficult job or the parts are just, I mean, some of the parts are a lot more expensive, but it's because I need to get this fixed. I don't need the load's supposed to be delivered in, 10 minutes. It's not going to be delivered in 10 minutes. So right now, they've got a pretty motivated customer. I might just need a flathead to kind of pry on it. One thing I like about big trucks is that you got extra room and stuff to get into places, but this is more like automotive work here. It's like real tight area to work in. Everything up here on the dash is in pretty good condition, so I don't want to break something that's, I don't know that I could, if I replaced one part of this dash, I'd have to do all of it because it wouldn't match, and I wouldn't like it. I don't do it a lot for looks and stuff, but I do like these things to at least look like they match. Are you serious? That was the one I needed. I just dropped it down in there. Oh man. I was about to say I got lucky on the first try, but that's really unlucky. I couldn't have tried to drop it down in that little hole if I wanted to. This other side that I had out has kind of fallen back in. I'm over at the Maple Hill 24/7 Travel Plaza. I was gonna see if y'all be able to stop by Peterbilt and just pick up whatever you need before you head this way.
Well, we would not be able to do that because obviously we're in Topeka and the only Peterbilt dealership is in Kansas
Oh, really?
So,
okay.
Yeah, it's an hour and a half from us, the opposite way of where you're at.
Yeah.
So, if that is what it's needing, then unfortunately we'd have to order it. They deliver, but we could have it tomorrow, I'm sure, as long as they have it.
Well, okay, that might have to. I'm supposed to be delivering a load right now in Topeka.
Gotcha.
So I've already talked to them. I mean, they would like to get it today. So if there's any way you think we could get this thing started today, I've already got like the part of the dash panel taken off. It's just a little tiny little ignition switch, I think.
Yeah.
I haven't tested any wires. It's been too cold,
Yeah. What's the number for you? Let me see. We're literally just getting started around here. I mean, I probably got 2 people in the shop right now.
Yeah.
And I'm the only one up front. Can I call you back here in just a minute and I can see what we can come up with?
Yeah, that would be helpful.
Okay.
My cell phone number is.
You said that's an 02 Peterbilt?
If you have a phone number or an email, I can shoot you the VIN if you'd like me to. Or I can read it off to you right now if you want me to.
What model of Pete was that?
It's a 02 379.
Alright, let me look something up here and then we'll give you a shout right back here.
Alrighty, I appreciate it, man.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yep, thanks.
Bye. I could have sworn I saw a Peterbilt store here. Well, I see Rush Truck Centers. Normally Rush is Peterbilt.
Please press 2. For international parts, press 1. For IC bus parts, press 2. For all other makes, press 3. To repeat this menu,
Okay, it doesn't
please
sound.
stay on the line after the call for a brief survey on your
So they
experience
should have said
today.
Peterbilt right there. I guess this isn't
Thank
a
you for calling
Peterbilt
Rush
one.
Truck.
I was trying to figure out if are y'all not a Peterbilt location?
No.
Okay.
Closest, I mean, Rush has got a lot of Peterbilt locations, but the closest was like Tulsa, Oklahoma,
Oh.
Denver. And I don't even know what time they open up over Nice Peterbilt, which are over on the Kansas line. That's the closest Peterbilt dealer that I know of.
Is on the on the Kansas-Missouri border or on the Kansas-Oklahoma border?
Right. No, Kansas, Missouri.
Kansas,
Right
Missouri.
at,
Yeah.
Overland Park.
Yeah,
Stuff
okay,
like that.
okay.
Those are them.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye. You too. Bye.
Please hold while your call is connected to the next available parts agent.
I'm sitting over in Topeka, Kansas with a 379 that won't crank because I think it's the ignition switch. So I talked to Hoyt's and they said the closest Peterbilt shop was going to be like.
Sir, I'm not a Peterbilt dealer.
Oh, really? Well, you're the second one I talked to that's not a Peterbilt. Where's the Peterbilt shop around Kansas City?
Kansas City Peterbilt?
Kansas City Peterbilt. Okay, on the map, are they on the 435 or where would I look up for that? I'll just look it up. I can find it. All right.
They're on 435.
Okay, alrighty, I appreciate it. Sorry about that. Kansas City Peterbilt. Yeah. Alright. And they don't open yet. Oh, they sleep in. Well, I happened to find another one of those. These little Allen key. I don't know what they're called. They're just like the 5-point things. Then I dropped one of them down into the dash earlier, or down into under the steering column. It's somewhere. I didn't hear it hit the floor, so it's somewhere where I don't want it to be. Of course, these little cheap Walmart things, it's spinning. So I think I've got a real set of these in one of my toolboxes. I mean, I could probably make one of the square ones. Let me see. Here's a fatter one. God dang. That one's in there. Alright. I'm glad I have this little Walmart set. Finally paid off after 5 years being just sitting around here in the truck taking up space. Finally got my money's worth out of it. Alright, we got access to the ignition switch now. Yeah, I think it's just something down inside there.
For heavy-duty truck service, please press 1.
Yeah, Pollock USA 92-3.
So it's just not getting any power at all.
None of the electrons can get through there right now. And I saw that the Peterbilt over there in Kansas City, they don't open until 7:30, so it's 8:30. I talked to the Peterbilt shop in Kansas City. They said they had the part. Said that Hoyt's truck centers had just talked to him like right before I called them this morning at like around 8 o'clock or 7:45, something like that. I mean, Hoyt still hadn't called me, so I don't know if they just want to wait till they have the parts in their hand to before they give me false hope or something. I don't know what else it would be.
Please leave your message after the tone.
This is still possible. It could be, a connection down at the, at the batteries or something. I'm about to pull the battery box cover off and just, move the wires around, see if I see anything that looks bad down there. I talked to the mechanic at the Hulk Cat shop where I live and explained everything to him. He thinks it's not the ignition switch. He thinks it's the ECM, or he said a fuse to the ECM. He thinks might have been blown. He said it would be in the battery box or like an inline fuse by the starter. I'm just going to check because I don't know of maybe one fuse in my battery box, but it's really just like a connector that I guess it's got an inline fuse in it. Todd again. I know you're tired of talking to me, but
What's up, man?
So I just got off the phone with my mechanic. He's a Caterpillar mechanic back where I live, and I explained the situation, and he thinks it's a good possibility that it's either the ECM or a fuse that goes to the ECM, like an inline fuse around the starter or the battery box.
Yeah, and that would be obviously the first things that we would check is to make sure that you're getting power everywhere.
Yeah. Okay. So, okay. I just wanted to keep you posted.
And that ignition switch. I mean, it's very. I mean, we see a lot of those go bad too, but it's very cheap. I mean, that ignition switch is not expensive at all. So
yeah.
Regardless, that's kind of the least of our worries. But we'll definitely make sure that we've got ECM power and all that stuff. Because if you don't have that, it's not going to do anything.
Yeah. Well, and if it's an ECM, I've talked to Foley, and they said they can have an ECM for this engine here tomorrow morning.
Gotcha.
But yeah. So I just wanted to let you know that he's a pretty experienced mechanic, and he thinks it sounds to him like it's a fuse or the ECM itself that goes to the fuse.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
No, that sounds good, man.
Alrighty. I'll catch up with you later.
Okay.
All right. So I was messing with the cables, like the battery cables, and somehow this thing just decided to fire right up. But I don't even have the ignition back in the, like it's not even, it's just hanging up. It's hanging up there. I'm gonna try to get these things delivered, and I'm kind of scared to shut the truck off, but I don't really want to drive with this all just hanging out here, and I'm kind of worried that the truck will, just gonna die. I think there's an overcharging issue. Like we're charging up it's at like 15 volts. Just gonna turn all these lights on just to try to absorb. I don't know if that's the right thing to do, but I don't like it being up at 15 volts. I mean, it's still in the green, but that's too high. Just gonna put a couple of these little dash screws in. I really wish I could keep the truck running and take the key out, and so this thing isn't just hanging there. We're not going to do that right now. I'm kind of worried because of the way it acts. Like this morning, it cranked and it was on for like 2 seconds and then it just died. So I'm worried that it could die while I'm driving down the road. But see, I've had my alternator fail completely. My truck ran off of battery power, for quite, seemed like 100 miles or so at least. But this is a different issue. I don't know what caused the truck to not, there's something on the ignition circuit. But there's two smaller wires. They're not real little, but that connect in with the batteries, and they're just their own little plugs. And I just kind of twisted them around, and it seemed like the wires, so it seemed like the pins in the connection might be loose on one of them because I was able to rotate it, but the wire was not spinning with it. So I think it might just be something like that. Although that still doesn't explain those fuses up front. Maybe if there was no power, I mean, because I blew like 3 or 4 fuses. I guess the ones that are in there right now are not important for the engine to run. I don't know. Or they did, maybe those didn't blow. I didn't see them spark when I put these in. But driving over there, I'm gonna be just driving like in the right lane in case this thing, in case it messes up. I just want to be able to get to the shoulder real quick. So I'm not going to pass anybody. I'm going to just try to stay in the right lane the whole way. I like to let it warm up more than this. Really
at the next stop
like to
sign,
get over there
continue
too.
straight. Stop sign, merge onto I-70 East toward Topeka. Proceed to the route.
Oh, God dang it. That was, Jesus. Now what is this saying? Crap. That's where I needed to go.
Turn left to merge onto I-70 West toward Saline.
Okay, so it's an extra, that added 5 miles total, so it's probably only 3 miles to the, 2 or 3 miles to the next exit. God dang it. Normally you don't just keep going straight when you leave a truck stop to go back the opposite way. Now we're heading in the right direction. We're just 2.5 miles further away than where we started. If you're in Topeka, so that Maple Hill Travel Plaza, they had a list of like business cards for local mechanics and tow shops, and well, the business card for the Hoyts, who I was talking to, he doesn't even work there anymore, but the guy ended up texting me later this morning, and he said he had already moved on, but he said that's the best mechanic shop in town. So, and then when I talked to the tow company, or not the tow company, but I talked to the job site manager where we're going, and he's got a local yard here, and he said those are the most capable people in town, so you're good, you're in good hands. So after getting 2 good reviews from a former employee and from, I'm not sure exactly, maybe the other guy I talked to just does roofing stuff. But, both of them are local to the area, and both of them had good things to say about Hoyt's Truck Center. So I'm going to go see them. I mean, they did have a ignition switch shipped in from Kansas City, so even though I probably don't need it, I'm going to go ahead and pay them for that, because they obviously didn't need that part sitting on their shelf, or they would have already had the part sitting on their shelf. Or maybe they want it. I mean, I'll talk to them about it, but I'm definitely going to offer to just, pay for that part and whatever it costs to get it shipped over here. And then I'll let them do the diagnostics. I mean, assuming I can get there, assuming that the truck makes it. We got 19 miles, that's where we just were. So, that's where we're delivering, right over there. But we gotta go past it and come around the opposite way. I don't see any trucks over there though.
At the light, turn right onto Southwest Randolph Avenue. Then arrive at your next stop.
So, Yeah. Sorry.
Arrive at your next stop. Arrived.
Stop.
Turn right. You've entered the parking lot for your destination.
Somehow we made it on time. Later than I like to be, but he said they had 10 trucks here today, so we got here and they were still unloading the trucks from this morning, so it's like everything was just normal. I mean it's like we were the last one here, kind of, which we were. But it's weird, I didn't see any other trucks all carrying the stuff at that travel plaza. I guess they all went to the Loves, or the other closest one, I think, if they were just on the toll road, was like, I don't know, like 60 miles away, I think. So maybe they just stayed down there. If you made it this far, thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know. Let me know what you liked about the video. Let me know what you'd like to see more of, what you'd like to see less of. I'm just heading over to, I'm gonna go to that shop and finish putting my ignition switch back in. So yeah, whatever they find, we're sitting above 14. Let's see if I turn. I don't know. I'm gonna get them. We'll see what they find. I mean, I would imagine I'll definitely want them to replace a couple of them little connections in the battery box. Still learning something new. I wish I wouldn't have torn my dash apart. And I'm still kind of confused about those blowing those fuses under the hood there by the starter. I guess the two, I mean, I replaced them like 3 or 4 times. I guess the last time I did it, it didn't blow. So we're kind of doing the same game here. Just
when you go to leave, you'll drive up here and it'll curve to your left, and it'll curve back to your left, and it'll bring you right back out on that road back there.
Okay. Yeah, I saw a truck leaving as I was coming in. So just go down here, I'll run into like a dead end, and I'll just take a left.
It curves. It's basically a big ass U that goes back to Randolph.
Okay, alrighty.
Should be pretty easy.
Alrighty, sounds good. Well, I need to move back one more time, or is he going to be able to get everything from here?
What's that?
Well, I need to move back one more time?
No, you're good right there.
Okay.
Get everything right there.
Alrighty.
I think so. We'll see what he thinks.
Okay.
He should be able to.
Yep. Oh, I forgot. I had to move the trailer back for him. But I was saying we're just kind of unloading the same way we did those trailers, where we're sitting out on the road, and then they're unloading us from a driveway entrance. So every time he needs to get to a new section of the trailer, I just move the truck forward or backwards. I've really just been moving it backwards because we started at the back of the trailer, and then as he needs to get closer to the front, I just back up. Except there's also been a car, you know, if cars need to get out, then I have to move up and let them out. Yeah, I wish I could have got some video of the unloading stuff, but it was like I didn't want to focus on cameras or anything. I just wanted to get this stuff off. And then maybe I'll get real lucky and my trailer marker lights will mess up at the same place. I mean, that would be like all the stars aligning and just able to get everything taken care of all at once. So that's what we're replacing. This thing just spins freely. I guess it should keep a good connection, but that's what let the truck fire up. We'll just spin that thing around. We just left Hoyt's. They just swapped those little connectors out for just regular butt connectors. So they said those are a pretty common issue. I think it was just the temperature, honestly. You think if you got a connection that's just, you know, it's there, but it's not real tight, and then it gets cold, everything kind of contracts and things shrink up a little bit, and it's not making a good connection. So, and they tested the charging thing, said everything's fine. It was charging at like 13.8, 13.9. So just gonna head up to a rest area on the tollway heading towards Kansas City. I don't have a load, but I figure there's more freight in that direction, so I'm just gonna head over there. There's a Love's like right next to me, but it doesn't really look all that great. Going on Highway 75 here, just north of Topeka.
At the next stop sign, turn right.
Highway 75 is a pretty busy little highway. I know I run it a lot. Anytime I'm going up towards the Omaha area, a lot of times coming out of Oklahoma, you end up, you know, that's the faster, or it's the shorter route to run up 75. So, then jump on 29 eventually.
Turn right to merge onto US 24 East.
So all said and done, that only cost $142. He said if they were coming out, he said it would have been, if it was during the daytime, it would have been a minimum of $178 just to show up, and then 178 an hour.
Use the right lane to take the exit to merge onto US 75 South toward Topeka.
If it was overnight, it would have been like something like 225 maybe to show up, and then 225 an hour. So it really worked out better. And if I was getting towed in there, it would have been 550 just to get the truck
Take the
towed.
exit.
And it would have been 1,000 to get the truck and trailer towed. So I don't know. Got away with one. I mean, if it wasn't so cold, I probably would have found that earlier, but I kept having to go back inside and like let my hands warm up and stuff.
Stay in the left 2 lanes. In about 1 mile, continue on to I-70 East toward Kansas City. Stay in the left lane. In 8.5 miles, keep left.